Okay, so this is the second tips and tricks video, and last time I pretty much just went over the options and went over the fact that you should always be aiming at people at the top of your screen, and also that you should be aiming at people's heads and aim ahead of them while they are moving. So I guess the next thing I'll go over is the reloading glitch, which might not actually be a glitch. They probably put it in the game on purpose, but basically allows you to reload your gun a little bit faster, and it works with any gun, but there's certain guns that it is much more effective with, and the MP40 is arguably the best one. Also the pistols. But the way it works is, while you're reloading, right when you're about to put the clip back into the gun, you do a quick jab with the Z button, and it'll reload it much faster. So that was a normal reload, and this is with the reloading trick. It's really fast, basically twice as fast, and it also works really well for pistols. And yeah, now the point at which you're able to reload the gun by hitting Z is different for all of them, but you're just going to have to experiment to find out around what time you have to do it for every gun. And I usually don't try and do it as fast as possible, because having it not work is just about the worst thing that you can do, because then you have to start reloading the gun all over again. But you see, that was pretty much as fast as it gets, the last one I just did. I guess the next thing I'm going to go over, because I planned on saying a little something about each weapon in the game, is going over some stuff with grenades. And grenades are really fun, and they're pretty important. Unfortunately, they get spammed by some people a lot, which you know, it's pretty annoying, but they're really great. And you don't want to basically be running around with a grenade in your hand ever, because it's just, if you get snuck up on someone, you're just going to die. You have no chance, especially against anyone who's decent at this game. So you should always be carrying around your main weapon when you're just moving around the level. And when you're moving around the level, if you're a little impatient, you want to be running around, only use like half of your sprint and then let it recharge again before you use it, because you want to have some of it saved if you need to run away from someone while you're reloading, or run away from a grenade that gets thrown at you. So just make sure you keep an eye on it. And probably the most important thing you need to know about grenades is how to cook them, and the timing it works with cooking them. I'm going to change to an axis, just because learning how to use a grenade, I feel, is easier with the Germans than it is with the American ones, because with a German grenade, there's 2 clicks that happen during the cooking animation, and those can help you learn the timing of when it explodes. So, click, 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 boom. So, if you're counting down from 7, it'll explode at 0. If you count each click starting with the first 2 that it makes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's a good way to know how to cook the grenades. And after you do it with the German grenades for a while, then you'll get used to doing it with the Allied grenades as well. So let me just kill myself real quick. And grenades do explode faster if you just toss them instead of cooking them first. And I'll get into that when I talk about kicking them in a moment. So whenever I use Allied grenades, I pretty much try to remember the timing of what the German grenades are like. So click, 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 boom. Wow. so I was a little slow, but you get the point. And pretty much I only use grenades when I'm about to die and I've just run out of ammo in a clip, or if I encounter a situation with a lot of people that I'll have no chance if I try and fight them with just my gun. And also to take out snipers, because if you're using like a submachine gun or something like that, you're really going to have no chance to take them out. And the pistol's very accurate, and it can also work for taking out snipers, but pretty much after you get like that first headshot, they can move out of the way and avoid getting hit by any more of your fire. So grenades really are the best way to take out snipers and people that are camping. And the most effective way, in my opinion, to use grenades close combat is not to cook them and then quick toss them, which you do by pressing the up on the D-pad like this. Well, yeah, that was bad. But they will explode faster, and it'll be a lot harder for the other person to dodge them if you use them not by cooking them and tossing them, but just by, say you're fighting someone, you're shooting your gun, you're out of ammo. If you just immediately quick toss it, they're going to run away, and then kick it at them with the minus button. And it explodes much faster. If you do a comparison, if I just sit here and cook this grenade and let it explode, it'll probably take about a full second longer to explode than if you would quick toss it and let it explode from throwing it, not from doing the cooking animation first. And the other great thing about cooking grenades is that you kick them at pretty much the perfect trajectory to get over an obstacle like this wall, or you could even kick it to hit someone who's sniping from right there. Let's say toss a grenade and I kick it, that would kill someone who's right there. And the other great thing about kicking grenades is people just don't expect it. They see the X for the grenade on their radar and they might think they're safe, and then bam, you kick it at them and they're done. And lastly, the good thing about kicking them is that as soon as you kick the grenade or throw it, you can be firing a gun in conjunction with the grenade. So it's just much more effective. I guess the next thing I'll go over is just some general tips with the submachine guns. Now, when I'm firing at someone who's you know, pretty close to me, your average firefight, I pretty much just unload the entire clip, because especially since it reloads so fast, there's really not much to be said for trying to be that accurate and firing in bursts. But that is, however, the best way to fire your gun if you're firing at someone who's far away. Like if someone's sniping from this little corner right here, and you just came out of your base, you see them up there, you fire in little bursts. It's going to be slightly easier to hit people from far away. But in the case of the MP40, being that it's probably the most inaccurate gun in the game, you know, not counting like the shotgun, you might want to just use a pistol if you're dealing with anyone long range. And the pistol reloads really fast, and it's less useful on a stage like this, because this stage is really small in general. But if you start out shooting your pistol, and then by the time they get close to you, pull out your submachine gun and start wailing on them with that.